again, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and I'm glad you decided to join me for this February TBR video. Um, let's just get right into it. The book that I am currently going to start reading is the third and final book in a trilogy, and the trilogy is called, what is it called? Second Generation of Markmen, I believe, and this is called The Wayward Son. It says the sun will rise. And if you are unfamiliar with this book, and it is a beautiful, gorgeous book, by the way, let me read the back to you. It says, she is the only girl he's ever loved. Zoan Archer has been in love with Aston Wheeler for as long as he can remember. She's perfect, except for the glaring fact that she fell in love with his best friend instead of him. For years, he loved her from afar with zero expectations. He told himself that as long as Ashton was happy, his feelings for her didn't matter. However, Ashton isn't nearly as happy as she seems, and by the time Zoan figures things out, his life takes a drastic turn for the worst. Now that Ashton is single and is laser focused on making up for the last time between the two of them. Aston is single now and laser focused on making up for the lost time between the two of them. Zoan is doing everything in his power to avoid her. He's convinced that if she never wanted him when he was at his very best, there's no chance in hell she could care about him now that he is at his absolute worst. He's the only boy she's willing to wait for. Time has never been on Aston Wheeler's side. She spent too long pretending to be someone she was not. She lost herself in a first love that everyone except her thought was perfect. She wasted a lot of time trying to convince herself that she should be happy when she was anything but. She watched for years as the one person who made her feel like her true self drifted further and further away. Finally, when she's ready to reach out and grab the one-of-a-kind love that Zoan Archer has always silently promised her, it is too late. Zoan is taken away, and when he reappears in her life, he makes it clear there's no going back to whatever they might have been. Good thing for Zoan that Aston is persistent and doesn't mind waiting for him to have a change of heart. It is the least she could do after all the time he spent waiting for her. So that is what it is about. These characters and this author, the author, J. Crownover, is an incredible writer. I have all of her books thus far. There's a few maybe that I'm missing, but for the most part, I have all of her books. She is a author that I will always buy from. It is just incredible, her writing, such emotion and gripping stories, and just full of everything that you want, in my opinion, in a good book. Truly an amazing author, and I cannot wait to jump into this. It is a romance, so probably not a book for younger readers, but if you like romance like I do, I would highly recommend this. This is an awesome book. Or the other two books in the series were awesome. This is not a spoiler, but the first one made me, no, was it the first one? Yeah, the first and second one. The first one made me cry and cry and cry. The second one brought me to tears. I didn't cry. I welled up with tears, but I didn't cry. So, you are in for an emotional roller coaster. So if that sounds up your alley, I would highly check them out. Again, here's the book. Now, the next three books are all rereads for me, and I love them all. The first book is in a series called Redwall, They are about anthropomorphic animals who go on quests and adventures in medieval times. Um, book is called The Long Patrol, A Tale from Redwall. So if you're unfamiliar with it, I'm going to read the cover to you. It says, "The murderous rapscallion army is on the move. Dealt a humiliating defeat by Lady Crega Roseeyes, the Badger Lady of Salamandastron, who still pursues them. The rapscallions are heading inland to take even a greater prize, the peaceful Abbey of Redwall. The Long Patrol, that fighting unit of perilous hares, is called out to draw them off and fight them to the death if need be. It is the young Hare Tammo, who has always dreamt of being a member of the Long Patrol, who gets his chance, who, by fate and hapstance, takes up the lead sword in one of the most ferocious battles Redwall has ever faced. Euelia! Is his cry. Master storyteller Brian Jakes takes up his powerful pen again, weaving into high drama and swashbuckling adventure a coming-of-age tale that counts loyalty, spirit, and wisdom as equally essential as a sword to a great warrior. An inspired and unforgettable addition to the Redwall saga. So that is what it's about. This author he is truly one amazing man in fantasy. Lots of action, sword fights, quests, epic adventure, just everything you love in a fantasy. And he writes so well that sometimes it's almost as if it doesn't matter that they are animals, because he writes such gripping and fun characters that you just get lost in his world. I truly, truly love Brian Jakes' works. He is, again, one of my favorite authors, and he's amazing. The next book that I am going to be rereading is called Immortal Reign, and this is the 6th and final book in the Fallen Kingdom series, which is, if you could not tell by the book cover, is a high fantasy adventure with lots of intrigue and magic and mystery and edge of your seat action and betrayal and all the stuff you love in a fantasy book. I cannot wait to plunge back into this world. Morgan Rhodes is a great storyteller, and if you love fantasy and magical adventure, I would highly check this out. The last book I would like to share with you in my TBR is called Me Before You by JoJo Mays. This is she was a new to me author, but I saw the movie, fell in love with it, and of course I had to get the books, and the book does not disappoint. It is very beautiful and emotional and just a good time. This book gives you all the feels that you want, like lovey-dovey feels and emotion, just all the feels. And I cannot wait to again pledge into this book and relive all those emotions and the ups and downs that I did when I first read it. I cannot wait to, like I said, reread it. So that's all the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me do something. In the comments down below, tell me what you are currently reading, if you are currently reading anything, and what are some of your books in your TBR that you would like to get read. I'd love to hear them. I am such a book lover. And until then, I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye-bye for now.